y'all, it's Chris with Rockin Farm. Today we're going to talk a little bit about my tagging system for my pigs. Before you do that, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and go check out our website, rockin8farm.com. Y'all, there's a lot of different tagging videos out there, but I keep seeing the question come up in some of my Facebook groups and Instagram groups. It's, what do y'all do for tagging? What do you use tags for? What's an 840 tag? So I figure if the questions are being asked, then it wouldn't hurt to do another video. I mean, not everybody watches every homesteading channel, so for those of y'all that check out Rockin Farm and what we're doing with our Idaho pasture pigs, here's some answers to some of your tagging questions. So first of all, what do I mean by tagging? Well, I'm referring to the ear tag that goes into the pig's ear. Not all pigs have to be tagged. Some people do notching instead of ear tagging. I personally am not a fan of notching, but I don't like the ear tags a whole lot either, because the ear tags will do things like get caught on the dog crate cages when they're piglets, or get caught on the fence when they're in a tussle with another pig when they're older, and a lot of times they end up ripping them out. If they get lucky, they'll rip the tag itself out and the tag will just get lost somewhere on the pasture, and then they just have their ear pierced. But sometimes that tag will really get caught up on the fence and they'll rip their ear. So I'm not a huge fan of tagging, but y'all, sometimes it's just necessary. Now y'all, I know a lot of people that have operations a lot bigger than I do that hate tags so much that they just don't use them on their farms. So that's something that's doable as well. I know how my system works. I know how my pigs work. I know how my brain works. I know what stresses me out and what doesn't stress me out. This is what I got to do for me. So tags, what are tags? Tags are something that goes through the ear much the same way as like a stud would go through our ear if we were getting our ears pierced. There's different sizes and different shapes of tags. Now I'll get more into the specifics on tags in a second, but these round button tags, they're just a little, they're not even quite 1.5 inches. I think they're like 1 3/8 inches. This is going to be your piglet size. But I've also been known to use what I call, they're not called square button tags, but I call them square button tags because they're small. So the button to me refers to small. So I use round button tags and I use square button tags. Whether or not they're numbered doesn't really matter, because I can write a number on this, and these pre-printed numbers, they tend to fade off anyhow. So a good Sharpie, whatever you can get your hands on. And right now, y'all, you can't get your hands on much of anything. These things are running really, really low in stocks and supplies in all of your various areas that sell them. So a lot of times I'll take whatever I can get. I tend to buy some of the more unpopular colors because they're more likely to be in stock. And if I'm buying 1 pack of 25, I'm buying 4 packs of 25 just to make sure that when I get down to my last pack of 25, I can order them and hopefully get them in time. Now, if you're going to have tags, you're going to have a tag applicator. This one's a real generic one. Basically, the way it works, you're going to slide the piece that does the poking through the ear up onto the top. You're going to slide the other piece of the earring down underneath that holder, and you're going to give it a good firm squeeze. As far as the exact hows of these work, well, they're all just a little bit different, but at the same time, they're all basically the same. This one works really, really well with the button tags. This one also works really, really well with what I call the square button tags. But these tags here, these elongated, like 2-inch long by 3/4 inch wide, this doesn't work real well with this. I can make it work, but it becomes a 2-person job, because once you squeeze and apply the tag, when you release it, by pressing on this deal here, see that? The tag still doesn't want to come out. You need to hold the tag and pull it off, which means that a second person needs to be holding the piglet. So make sure you have the right applicator for the tag. I use this applicator with these tags, but it doesn't work real well, so I really need to invest in a different applicator for these tags. Now, these fat guys here, they're considerably thicker than your regular tag. Let me show you the difference if I can. I hope you can see that. Considerably different, or thicker. And the reason for that is because these are your 840 tags. I also have some 840 tags in white. And what an 840 tag is it's going to have your premise ID number encoded onto the tag. So if you're delivering a pig out of state and you get pulled over by a livestock inspector, or if you have to go through a weigh station and they pull you off to the side for a livestock inspection, they can scan this tag. This tag will trace the pig back to, in my instance, Rockin 8 Farm. I show them the paperwork that I'm taking pigs from Rockin 8 Farm over to, I don't know, Minnesota, and then we're all clear to go and they let us go. Let's say I'm going up to Minnesota to get pigs. Well, they're going to have a 840 tag in their ear that is registered to that farm that I'm buying the pigs from. So when I get pulled over, they're going to scan it. They're going to say, tag says that they're coming from my friends at Fossin Lake Farms. And then they're going to look at my paperwork and see that, yes, in fact, I purchased a pig from Fossin Lake Farms and I am transporting it back to Texas. So 840 tags are for pigs that are going out of state. It doesn't matter if they're a breeder or a feeder. If a pig's crossing state lines, they're going to need an 840 tag. And in most states, they're going to need a certified veterinary inspection before you even put the 840 tag in their ear. Now, because I haven't given y'all enough information yet, let's start talking colors. Well, I have a lot of different colors, and the reason I have a lot of different colors is because I have currently 7 breed-capable females on my farm, and then we're keeping one of Trixie's last gilts out of her litter, so I'm going to be at 8 females that are capable of having babies. They are my female breeding stock. Well, when you've got female breeding stock, let's say you've got 4 different pigs and they're all having pigs at about the same time and they're only from 2 different daddies, they can look a lot alike and they can be very similar in size. And sometimes, well, often in my case, piglets like to find little teeny tiny nooks and crannies and try to start getting mixed up with other piglets. So the way that I keep my piglets straight on my farm is by saying square magenta belongs to Panchita. And any piglets that Panchita has will get a square magenta tag in their ear. Any piglets that I have that Dot has, any of Dot's babies are going to get a round button in their ear. Any babies that are born out of Trixie, all of Trixie's babies are going to get a yellow round button in their ear. I've got orange, I've got purple, and I'm waiting on some other colors to come in. So by assigning each mama a color, I can very quickly look out across 15 piglets that just got mixed up and saying, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one need to go back with Dot. The rest of them are where they belong. Oh, wait, we're missing one. Hey, guys, we're looking for a purple tag. Okay, so that's the reason I've got all the different colors. And the reason I have the different shapes is because there's not enough colors to go around. So some people have 10, 12, 15 breeding sows. Right now I'm only at 8, and generally speaking, a lot of the tag companies carry about 8 colors, but one of them's white. So we've got 7 colors plus white. Well, I've got another use for white, so I needed to come up with an 8th color. So I can go round yellow, or if I ordered some, I could go square yellow, and then I just know that like square yellow belongs to my candy sow and round yellow belongs to my maple sow. And that helps me keep them straight. So I can look out across a field of piglets, I can determine if it's round or square, determine what color it is, and get them back where they need to be in the event that they get mixed up. So that explains a little bit about why we have the different shapes and why we have the different colors. Okay, so different colors go to different sows. Because there's not enough colors in the tag rainbow, I use round and square. Now what tag goes in what ear? Well, that has some meaning on our farm too. I will take a tag, and if it is a female baby, so like this one is yellow, round yellow belongs to Trixie. Okay, if it's a female, I'm gonna put the tag in her right ear. If it's a male, I'm gonna put the tag in his left ear. Why right and left? Well, because my mama and my wife tell me that girls are always right. So right ear, female, left ear, male. So now when I look out at a group of piglets, and let's say none of them are mixed up, I'm just looking at 10 different piglets, I can go boy, 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 girl, 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 because just by simply looking at the fact that it's a yellow tag, and these piglets are all supposed to have round yellow tags, but those are my 5 boys, those are my 5 girls. All right, so the ear has meaning as well. So now let's go to the 840 tags. So if I've got a yellow button tag in the right ear of a little girl, and you notice that she's got a big old fat 840 tag in her left ear, that is because this indicates it's one of Trixie's babies. It's a baby girl because it's in her right ear. And the reason she's got an 840 tag in the other ear is because she is a breed quality gilt that is being shipped out of state. If you see a pig that has a, let's say that, I'm going to stick with the girls here, right? A yellow button tag in their right ear and nothing in their left ear, what that means, it is still a breed quality girl, but she's not being shipped out of state, so she doesn't need that 840 tag. Remember, the 840 tag is the one with the premise ID number imprinted in the tag. They're a little fatter, so they can get read by a scanner. So maybe that's a breed quality girl that I'm selling to a neighbor or selling to somebody else within the state of Texas. Maybe I'm keeping her for my program. Or maybe I just haven't evaluated her yet, and I don't know if she's breed quality or not. So what do I do to mark my feeders? Well, that's where this funky shape tag comes into play. What I generally do with these tags here is I actually cut them down a little bit to where it's a lot less of a flap and it's a lot less to get caught on anything. The purpose of this tag, this is my feeder tag. White means they did not make the cut to be breed quality stock and that I have either castrated them as a male or I'm keeping them on my farm as a female. But generally speaking, a feeder pig is going to be a barrow, which is a boar that has been castrated. So barrows and or feeder gilts are going to get this white tag in their opposing ear. So if I look into a pen and I see a pig that has a yellow button tag in their right ear and a white flapper tag in their left ear, that indicates that it is one of Trixie's little girls that is not breed quality and is going to be a feeder. Go back and listen to this video a couple of times. Basically, like I said, right ear with a colored tag is a girl, left ear with a colored tag is a boy. I use both round tags and square tags because of the fact that there just ain't enough colors under the rainbow, so that way I can use a round yellow tag and a square yellow tag and have that be two different pigs. I really like my tagging system. I like the fact that because I do have piglets, they do it to me all the time. They'll do stuff like build dirt up against the hog panels to get enough of a ramp that they can get up and through one of the holes that's big enough for them to fit through to go over and play with their little cousins. So I really like the fact that I tag my piglets early. I can keep them separated. If they get mixed up, I can get them back where they're supposed to be, even if they look alike. I like the fact that it's very clear if it's a boy or a girl. I like the fact that it's very clear if it's a breeder or a feeder. I like the fact that I can just tell my wife or my son or any random person, go over to Trixie's Babies, hers are the ones with the yellow round tags, and find me gilt number 011. She's also going to have an 840 tag in her left ear. Super easy to identify, so they can go out, follow those instructions. I can take a shower, come out and jump in a truck, and the pig I asked for is right there. Just as a side note, y'all, because 840 tags are so fat, they are going to have a special applicator. If you try to take one of these and apply an 840 tag, you're going to have to do what I did to this one, which is completely break it and make it to where it's not usable for any other tags in order for it to work for an 840 tag. So again, have the appropriate applicator for your tags. If you're getting 840 tags because you're sending pigs out of state, you are going to need an 840 applicator. They're a bigger, fatter tag. All right, y'all, I think that's probably already way too much information. If you need more clarification, then please just drop a comment down in the comment section. Send me an email at rockin8farm@gmail.com. I'd love to help people out. I love to get people information, so don't hesitate to reach out. This is how the tagging system works at Rockin 8 Farm, and it works really, really well for us, and it alleviates a lot of my stress. Different people have different ways, so go out there and watch some of those other tagging videos as well. This has been Chris with Rockin 8 Farm, and until I see each and every one of you again, please be happy and live healthy.